There are 7 basic initiations the Christed soul must accept and pass through in order to have the full demonstration of Christed illumination for the planet and all life form upon it. These initiations are steps or avenues of development created by the Spirit within in order to assure that spiritual self for the ongoing and the trust with which the individual soul may meet and work. Never does Spirit give more than the individual soul or the individual body form can accept and handle. Therefore, when the Spirit prepares these steps of initiation, you have to understand they are for your highest good, and set there in order for you to determine your own place and your own strength and your own future. The first step is the spiritual awakening, or the birth of spiritual consciousness. This is the birth of the Christ. The second step is the initiation of the baptism. This takes place within every individual when the fire of the Spirit descends upon the consciousness, and all that you are and all that you wish to become is bathing your entire auric field. You become immersed in this energy and this fire. Fire and water together are a symbol here, used as counterbalances so you'll understand that the fire of Spirit cannot be put out by the waters of your own immersing or bathing or cleansing. There is a dual aspect in this baptism, for you feel the energy of fire coursing through your entire body and the mind, and you feel aflame with all the power God has given each of us his/her individual creations, his/her own sons, which you are. Then you feel the desire to bathe yourself for cleanliness. You feel the desire to disperse any of the errors of your ways and all the evil that you may have been done in your life. The third step is that when the feeling nature and the love transmutation start to take place, this is when the individual begins to realize he is all love, and that love can be directed and can cause a change within his own beingness. This is the beginning of changing the self from man into spirit, I am. The fourth step is known as transfusion. This is the point where the individual is so infused with the spiritual consciousness and the I am self from within his pattern that he begins to understand his place upon the planet and his works that are required unto him. It is in this fourth step that man begins to know who he is and why he has come to a place where he has arrived. As we move into the fifth step or initiation, we understand it from its point of view. The transfiguration is possible only because the doorway between dimensions is fully open. At the epitome of the transfiguration step, or the fifth initiation, we know then that the doorway is totally opened, totally controlled, and the individual can step back and forth into any of the other dimensions. He can have transfigured over himself, totally transforming him, those who are working with him, and those whose expression of his own past lives that he has experienced, which have led him to the present step or level of life incarnation, where he is at this time. The sixth initiation is that which has to do primarily with the pineal gland. This is the crucifixion and the resurrection. The initiation, or the sixth step that man must perform, is the resurrection after the crucifixion. So we always combine these two as one. This step of crucifixion, resurrection, must be demonstrated over a period of time. It brings about not only a descent of spirit into the mind and into the function of the brain, which controls the body and thereby transforms it totally from a third into a fourth dimensional vehicle, but it brings about a totally new level of understanding and works. The ascension, which is the seventh and final demonstration by a Christed being, means the ability to take the life energy and the form that has been resurrected into the next dimension. It means the body that has been resurrected, the mind or consciousness which is reigned clear and open and unbroken, can be moved by the power that is within the individual at the time into the next sphere of works. When followed, all these divine manifestations of the spiritual principles of order, cosmic laws, the 7 rays of life, the Holy Trinity, the 7 spiritual initiations, ensure that all fulfill their dharma which supports the divine order of the cosmos. For what purpose does divine order support all these magnificent, unfathomable life on earth? For love. Always for love.